Saturday, June 7th, Belmont Stakes Day, 2025. Celebrating my 50th anniversary of my first wager on the races. I wagered on Avatar in the 75 Belmont Stakes. So, happy day indeed that I get to cash a ticket on another Belmont Stakes. I really thought it's going to be either sovereignty or journalism. They really did seem to be better than their competition, and I advised everyone and myself that whichever the two was the bigger price come post time, that's where my win money would go, and sovereignty was the better price. Proved much the best. So I had got the same order of finish that we had in the Kentucky Derby. It was certainly a historic day for me to have a trifecta cold in the Kentucky Derby. That's glad to do that at least once anyway in my lifetime. So happy to go to the bankroll and cash that winning ticket on sovereignty and put a little bit of money into the piggy bank. When cash a ticket, 7% of the profit goes out of the bankroll and into the piggy bank. And for tomorrow, we're still at a 5-hour wager. The wager is always 1.5% of what's in the bankroll. So back to Saratoga. Well, before we go to Sunday at Saratoga, let's recap my selections for the card. And you see in race number 3, only one of my selections remained after the scratches and the race got taken off the turf. Big Blue Line came through and paid $12.40 as my top choice, my only choice in race 3. Race 4, my top pick, Victory Way, was like 13-1 and ran a solid second. And then race 5, my second choice, Pentathlon, won paying $24.40. My only choice that was left in race 6, Nitrogen, won paying $2.80, and that double actually only paid $11.80. So for a $2 double, you get $23.60, whereas Pentathlon paid $24.40 to win in the 5th race. You don't see that happen too often. The rest of the card only had the one winner, and races 9 and 12 were canceled, and all of my picks in race 14 were scratched. But had the most important one of the day was there in race 13, and the exacta paid $6.60 for a dollar, and the trifecta was $6.90 for 50 cents. So some money to be won on the Belmont, and we'll go to Sunday's card and go to race number 9. And race number 9 is a 6 furlong race, the Jersey Girl Stakes, for fillies 3 years old, $150,000 race. And my pick in race 9 is number 2, Beauty Reigns. It's morning line 9 to 5. Making third start off a 3-month layoff, and stalked the early pace last time out to win, going 6.5 furlongs in a very sharp time. So what I like to see was a nice breezing work 15 days after that race. Um, and then 9 days later, a really nice breeze. And then 7 days after that, got a bullet workout. And all those three workouts were over the Saratoga training track. So the filly's been in Saratoga for a little while, and she looks to have some really good potential. And I'd be willing to accept 6-5, but it's a competitive enough field that I don't think Beauty Range should be wildly overbet. I just didn't have enough confidence in some price plays on the card, but I did pick um, some nice prices on the Sunday card, and of course you can get my selections for the entire card on my website breedingwinners.com. Um, you join for free and join uh, more than 700 members at breedingwinners.com. Uh, Sadly, many of them have uh, kind of fallen by the wayside over the years. Breedingwinners.com has been around for uh, about 25 years. So the reason for having the YouTube channel is to bring in some new followers who will make use of my information. So it's all free, and you make a nice score. I appreciate any donations people willing to send, and all that information is in the description underneath this video. So back to race 9 at Saratoga on Sunday. Um, Beauty Reigns is by Into Mischief. Has had 535 winners over the last 3 years of this type of race, which is a non-maiden older race on dirt, non-maiden dirt race for older horses, I should say. And 33% of those 535 winners have come at 6 furlongs, while the average is 29. So all good there. And 46% of those 535 winners have come when the purse is greater than $50,000, which is a very solid percentage indeed. And the layoff figure of 174, or 74% above average for getting winners on 37 to 60 days rest. And Beauty Reigns is going on 37 days rest. Going to the broodmare sire, Tappet. 683 winners over the last 3 years had Tappet listed as the broodmare sire. 22% at the distance, 32% when the purse greater than $50,000, and the layoff figure of 126, or 26% above average in that layoff category. And finally, the trainer, Belmont, who's on cloud 9 with Sovereignty winning the Belmont Stakes. Belmont, 124 winners of this type of race over the last 3 years, 29%. At the distance, 98% when the purse is greater than $50,000, and a layoff figure of 203, slightly above twice the average. And you can see this field here, all the trainers, and some of them have real hefty layoff figures for coming off of longer layoffs. But just useful to know what's above average and what's below average, and that's the handicapping tool that I've developed. So we'll see how Beauty Reigns does on Sunday, and enjoy the day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.